So in this problem, two balls are projected simultaneously from top of the tall building, one vertically upward and other vertically downward, with the same speed of 60 meter per second. Time interval between the two balls striking the ground is, right. So in the given situation, let us take h is the height of the building, ball 1 is being thrown upward and ball 2 is being thrown downward. They took time t1 and t2 respectively. So we need to write the equation: height, initial velocity and time. So for ball 1, you can write the formula that we'll be using is s equals to ut plus half at square. So for ball 1, it is minus h equals to plus 60 into t minus half gt square, t1 square. Minus h is because the reference level is at top of the tower and the displacement is on the negative side, means downside. Equation number 1. Equation number 2, minus h equals to minus 60 t2 minus half g t2 square. Equation number 2. What we say is we need to solve basically these two equations because we have to find t1 minus t2. Okay, so what we see, we can equate them. So after equating, it is 60 t1 half g t1 square equals to minus 60 t2 half g t2 square. Take this part on this side, left hand side, and this on the right hand side, and taking 60 common, we get t1 plus t2 equals to half g common, t1 square minus t2 square, which can further be written as t1 minus t2 whole is t1 minus t2 and t1 plus t2. Okay, now what we see, this t1 plus t2 will cancel out, and therefore t1 minus t2 equals to 60 into 2 upon g. G means 10. So this will give you 12 seconds. This is the answer. In question number 2, a ball is thrown vertically upward from the ground. It crosses the point at 25 meter twice at interval of 4 seconds. The ball is thrown with a velocity of, means in this question, say a ball has been thrown with some velocity u. This will be the path. It will go up and then will go down. This is the position which is 25 meter above the ground, and at this point you can see the ball is passing twice, once going upside and then going downside, right. So let's say at t equals to 0 it was thrown, and at time t1 it was at position 1, and at time t2 it was at position 2. So what is this 4 second given? 4 second is basically time difference of these 2 points. Position 1 से position 2 तक जाने में कितना time लगा है, that is given as 4 second, right. So what is the initial velocity? Means you have to find u. Height is given, h equals to 25 meter. So what formula we can use? So again, s equals to ut plus half at square, that we have to use. Now see, in that formula, s equals to ut plus half at square, think as if the question was asked, find the time when the ball is at 25 centimeter if it is being thrown with speed u. तुम्हें वो टाइम निकालना है जब बॉल 25 मीटर पे है अगर u से थ्रो किया गया है. In that case, you would be substituting the value of height, means 25, and velocity g, and then simplify करोगे. Quadratic equation है, so you will get 2 time t1 and t2. You know that minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac. तो इस फॉर्मूले से 2 टाइम हमें निकल करके आएगा और ये दोनों टाइम t1 t2 होगा. ठीक है. So basically t1 t2 are the roots of this equation, right? Now if we simplify it in that way, तो हम properties of roots को use कर लेते हैं, that is sum of roots and product of roots, and through that we will solve it. Let us say t1 and t2 are those time, that is the solution of this equation. Then in place of s 25, u we don't know, that is to be find out, time t minus half into g into t square, that is ut minus 5 gt square. Now this is 5 gt square minus ut plus 25 equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation which has two roots, t1 and t2. Okay, so what we will do, sum of roots and product of roots. Sum of roots means t1 plus t2 equals to, you know that minus b upon a होता है, ठीक है. So according to this it will be u upon 5. This is b and this is a. Okay, similarly product of roots is what, c upon a, that is 25 upon 5. This is c and this is a, which is 5. Now we have t1 plus t2 and t1 into t2, and given is t1 minus t2. So we have a relation t2 minus t1 whole square equals to t1 plus t2 whole square minus 4 t1 t2. Substitute all the values, like t1 minus t2 is given as 4, तो 4 का स्क्वायर हो गया. t1 plus t2 is u square upon 5 square minus 4 into 5. This is t1 plus t2 and t1 into t2. We need to simplify it. So this is u square upon 5 square minus 20. 20 will go on the other side. So 16 plus 20 will be 36. So u square equals to 36 into 5 square, and u equals to 6 into 5, that is 30 meter per second. This will be the answer. So in this question, position vector of a particle is given and you have to choose the correct statements. ठीक है, they have asked for velocity and direction of motion of the particle parallel to x-axis and perpendicular to x-axis. So how do we get the velocity? By differentiating this. So v equals to dr upon dt. सो फर्स्ट टर्म का डिफरेंशिएशन 0 हो जाएगा कांस्टेंट होने की वजह से. सेकेंड टर्म में 20 का डिफरेंशिएशन 0 एंड माइनस 5t का केवल 5 होगा. तो दिस इज 5j मीटर पर सेकेंड, दैट इज माइनस 5j मीटर पर सेकेंड, राइट. सो वेयर इज दिस पार्टिकल गोइंग? इट इज गोइंग ऑन y axis डाउनवर्ड. ओके, सो लोकेशन at t equals to 0. If you put t equals to 0, so at t equals to 0 it is at x equals to 10 and y equals to 20. It is somewhere here. This is 20, y equals to, and this is 10, x equals to. Now the particle is going downward, means this is how it is going. So now this is perpendicular to x axis. तो एक तो इसका आंसर D हो जाएगा एंड दूसरा आंसर इसका B होगा, right? In this paragraph, A and B are two balls thrown with the same velocity from top of a tower. Of course, this should be the vertical. A is thrown vertically upward and B is thrown vertically downward. Okay, and then we have to choose. Question number 4. Choose the correct statement. So इसमें एक ही statement सही होगा, ठीक है. So what is that? Ball A reaches the ground with greater velocity, B reaches with greater velocity, then A reaches with greater velocity. Both balls which will reach at the same velocity and cannot interpret. See, both balls will reach at same velocity. Why so? The ball is thrown from this position. It will go up and it will go down. Sorry, there are two balls now. So ball A will go up and then it will come down. ठीक है, and this is ball B which has been thrown down with same velocity u and u. Now what happened to A? जब A वापस अपने उसी लेवल पे आएगा लौट के downside, then it will have the same velocity. Now we can see that A and B both have same velocity at in the same direction, that is downward. So which one will hit with the more velocity? Both will hit with equal velocity VA and VB, right? Yes, of course A will take more time to reach at ground comparing to B. B will reach earlier to the ground, right? So what is the question number 5? TA and TB are respective type taken by the blocks to reach, then identify the correct statement. The answer will be A and 4 का आंसर हो जाएगा C. Question number 6 says, if 6 seconds and 2 seconds are given, then what is the height of the tower? So question number 6 के लिए अगर h height हो जाए, take h as height, then we have to use the formula s equals to ut plus half at square, right? So in that formula s equals to ut plus half at square, if we use minus h for A, minus h equals to u into 6 minus half into 10, g के जगह पे 10 into 6 का स्क्वायर. Okay, this is for A. For B, minus h, क्योंकि वो भी नीचे जाएगा, माइनस h ही होगा डिस्प्लेसमेंट, इंटू u इंटू 2 माइनस हाफ इंटू 10 इंटू 2 स्क्वायर. Equation number B. Now because height is to be find out, so we need to eliminate u from this equation. ऐसे क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 and 7 का सॉल्यूशन दोनों इससे मिलने वाला है. So you can equate them also. पहले 7 ही निकाल लेते हैं u by equating them, है ना, माइनस h एंड माइनस h. So solve this. 6u minus 180 equals to 2u minus 20. So 4u equals to 160 हो जाएगा. u equals to 40 meter per second. Okay. Did a little mistake in B. B is thrown downward now, so velocity will be negative in B. So there will be minus, right? तो ये माइनस हो जाएगा और अब इक्वेट करेंगे हम, तो 6u minus 180 equals to minus 2u minus 20. तो 8u equals to 160, right? u equals to 20 meter per second. Answer will be C for 7. When you put this u in any of the equation A or B, you can get h. Like if I use B, तो minus h equals to क्या हो जाएगा, minus 40. I am putting u and minus 20. H is coming as 60 meter height. Okay, so B is the answer to question number 8. Question number 6. So in this question, there are two persons who are doing a race between the two position x and y. So this is the start. X say call this is x. Okay, here it is 16 meter per second speed and its acceleration is given 1 meter per second square. Call it A. And the second body is passing with 12 meter per second and has acceleration of 2 meter per second square, right? In order to win, they has increased their acceleration like this, but they reached the destination y at same time. This is given in the question. They reached the y at same time. Okay, so what is the time to cover this and what is the distance between them? तो अगर ये डिस्टेंस d मान ले हम और टाइम लगा इसको होने में कवर अप होने में t, तो दोनों के लिए इक्वेशन लिख लेंगे और सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे. व्हाट वुड बी द इक्वेशन? s इक्वल्स टू ut प्लस हाफ ए टी स्क्वायर, बिकॉज u इज गिवन, a इज गिवन, d इज टू बी फाइंड आउट एंड t इज टू बी फाइंड आउट, राइट? फॉर a, d इक्वल्स टू 16t माइनस प्लस हाफ इंटू ए के जगह पे 1 इंटू टी स्क्वायर. ठीक है, इक्वेशन नंबर 1. बी को देखो, एस इक्वल्स टू यू टी प्लस हाफ ए टी स्क्वायर में डी इक्वल्स टू 12t प्लस हाफ इंटू 2 इंटू टी स्क्वायर. हमें ये दो इक्वेशन सॉल्व करके टाइम और डी निकालना है. तो सबसे पहले तो इनको इक्वेट ही कर लो. ठीक है, तो 16t प्लस टी स्क्वायर बाई 2 इक्वल्स टू 12t प्लस टी स्क्वायर. ये 2 कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. सॉल्विंग करेंगे तो ये इधर आ रहा है और ये इधर जा रहा है. तो 16 माइनस 12 इज 4t एंड टी स्क्वायर अपॉन 2. ठीक है ना, टी स्क्वायर माइनस टी स्क्वायर अपॉन 2 विल बी टी स्क्वायर अपॉन 2. तो एक टी तो 0 कर दो, मतलब कैंसिल आउट कर दो. सो दूसरा टी जो निकल के आ रहा है वो 8 सेकेंड निकल के आ रहा है. सो टी इक्वल्स टू 8 सेकेंड विल बी द आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन, दैट इज सी. वंस यू नो दिस, डी में पुट करके सिंप्लीफाई कर लो. हाउ मच इज दैट डी कमिंग? डी इक्वल्स टू, मैं बी से सॉल्व करता हूँ, तो 2 इंटू 8 प्लस 8 स्क्वायर. $96 plus this, and this is 160, right? So B is the answer to this. So in this question, ball is dropped from a balloon which was moving up with 10 meter per second, and 75 meter is the, when it was at 75 meter from the ground, right? So this is balloon which was moving up with 10 meter per second. स्टोन इसके साथ है तो स्टोन का भी स्पीड 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड ही हो जाएगा. When it was at 75 meter from ground, it was dropped. So what is the path of the stone? It will go a little up and then it will come back like this. तो स्टोन का डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगा 75 माइनस 75. इसका u रहेगा 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड, जो बलून का स्पीड था वही रहेगा. एंड एक्सेलरेशन इज -10, मतलब g डाउनवर्ड. सो s इक्वल्स टू यू टी प्लस हाफ ए टी स्क्वायर. एंड टाइम के लिए क्या निकालेंगे हम लोग? डिस्टेंस दे रखा है तो वही s से ही निकलेगा. व्हाट इज द हाइट ऑफ द बलून व्हेन द बॉल रीचेज द ग्राउंड? सो पहले बॉल के ऊपर बात करते हैं. ठीक है, so for ball we will use s equals to ut plus half a t square and put the values. minus 75 equals to plus 10t minus 5t square. ठीक है ना, 10 upon 2 5 हो जाएगा. so this is coming 5 minus 2t minus 15 equals to 0. ठीक है, तो ये 5 into 3 हो रहा है. So this is coming after factorization, this will come equals to 0. So t equals to 5 minus 3 तो लेंगे नहीं. So t equals to 5 second is the time to reach the ground. This is answer to question number 10, B. Okay. Next, how much height is of the balloon when it reaches the ground? Because balloon is going up with 10 meter per second, so how much height it will raise in that 5 second? Let's say this is y. तो बलून के लिए क्या हो जाएगा? y equals to speed into time, that is 50 meter. So total height from the ground will be 75 plus 50, okay, 125 meter. Be the answer to this question.